Hey guys, I'm Luke. I'm here with Jamal and I'm here with Austin. In this episode, as you see from the title of the video, this is basically a podcast and I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint as we are talking.
I am playing Stellaris. I'm not playing podcast. I'm playing Stellaris. Yes, my favorite game. Podcast. Sweat fest.
I mean,
So far so good.
next thing you know, it just goes backwards and you're like,
It's gonna all fall apart. I just sense it though, to be honest. I know.
you know,
It's all gonna fall apart soon.
You know what's sad? It normally happens when I'm around. I'm like a bad luck.
Yeah.
Unless if I give like actual approval, then you actually survive.
I think the problem is I set myself when I play this game, I can guess like a lot.
Mm.
So who wants to hear spoilers?
I am not a Star Wars fan.
This video is not sponsored by Star Wars.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what this video is sponsored by though? Shadow Legends. Go down to Raid Shadow Legends. It's very fun. Okay, so what we're doing?
Oh yeah, we should also
podcast.
tell them or catch them up on some of the people who may have missed, like what happened, like from the last 2 days.
In our last stream, our
Meme.
joke.
It was basically a meme.
Yeah. To be honest, like I wouldn't mind if we got sponsored by them. That's like easy money.
Yeah,
you just
but
say,
we would
"Hey, play
actually
this
have to
game."
get like official approval from everybody, and that would just be a. Because sometimes approval they have to do paperwork, and no one wants to do paperwork from what I've been told.
Interesting. I don't like paperwork personally. I think it's annoying.
I mean, unless it actually makes like logical sense. Like if it makes
Yeah,
like if it's just like sign something to where you get money, like example, us getting sponsored, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. Signing like papers are important. Not gonna lie.
Those kind of papers, that would be worth it.
But if it's some like random papers, I don't know if I have the energy.
I mean, like for signing for a house, you kind of have to do that. Signing for a truck or a car or everything else, yeah, that would be like, that's like stuff you gotta do, and it may not be worth it, but it might be worth it, depends.
50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Again, depending on what it is, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody is also seeing how good my flying ability is now.
Yep. Wait, how good is it? Has it gotten like really better since yesterday?
You mean 2 days ago?
Same thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I even attempted a raid, and yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, the raid with the randoms, right?
Yeah, we got halfway through before we just got utterly ruined.
So like, do you free roam across the island, or is it like missions, or how does that work?
There's sectors.
Ah, that sucks.
I have confidence in the B squad. I'm pretty sure we will actually succeed.
No, I'm saying like you couldn't like move freely though.
Oh, you could.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
just like make sure you don't like
yeah.
just like make sure you don't fuck up. Then you'll be like fine.
Yeah, okay. That sums it up, I think. That sounds fun.
Do you think we'll actually be able to survive the raid?
Yeah.
Probably.
We should.
I mean, the only reason why me and the randoms failed was because we got shot down, and I said, like, literally, I had no shot. Because our pilot was an idiot. I mean, not an idiot, but I'm saying I'm an idiot because I didn't give him the correct call out to, like, move.
So he was just flying into stuff, basically. In other words,
he was
flying into danger.
No, he was like trying to like scout a little bit, and I forgot to like jump off. But since I didn't jump off and I had a DMR, I was kind of like the sniper on there from like that mission to Gulag at the beginning, from Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, so I was basically like that.
Interesting.
So that's basically how that was.
Okay. So,
And I didn't give an
let's
accurate
see.
call out, which was my fault. So the fault that I didn't give, so when I didn't get the accurate call out that was supposed to be, that was my fault and only my fault.
Well, at least you know, accept that you messed up.
I survived well, I nearly survived the helicopter crash. I mean, we landed just fine, but like the moment I got off the helicopter, I just got destroyed. Like the helicopter exploded and like took me out. Took me and him out. And like immediately after that, it was just me, this guy named Orbit. And I'm also taking on a wolf face by myself. So everybody's seeing that I'm taking on a wolf face by myself.
Do y'all remember Fallout 76 and that dumpster fire of a game? Like the launch date and like the launch in general was interesting. That's one way to release the game, you know, unfinished.
No one likes a rushed game.
Breakpoint at times feels like a rushed game. Like the enemies don't load in. Like, you know, remember sometimes we have that problem?
Yeah, that does tend to happen a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Just
Wildlands is the more complete game in my opinion.
No, it honestly is.
And
Yeah,
I've never even
100%
played Wildlands.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I never played Wildlands. I just watched my cousin play.
It was like, it wasn't a huge deal, but it was a big-ish deal when it came out.
Yeah. I'm kind of like the old school Ghost Recon player. Like Warfighter and Future Soldier were the games I played. Those were the ones I played.
I remember I only played Future Soldier. I didn't play War.
Future Soldier is my favorite Ghost Recon game of all time. Okay, that's my favorite.
I can see why. It's a fun game.
I played it like right on release too, so.
Really?
Yeah. I was fortunate enough to be able to do it.
Lucky.
I mean,
that's all I can think of, just lucky.
And I'm never taking it for granted either. I'm never taking it for granted.
Well, that's good. So let's try to connect with whoever is listening to this podcast at the moment.
They haven't said a single comment, and they like literally like left. But they'll join back. They'll join back.
Who was it?
I don't know. They never made a comment. And I have it set to where whenever they have a comment, it'll be like voiced. Like, it'll be like a voice that says the comment.
I thought that only happened like on like Twitch.
No,
I thought Twitch
YouTube
was
is
like the
able to
only
do
thing
it
that
too.
did that.
YouTube's able to do it as well, which is actually kind of fortunate. Because I can see how kind of problematic it would be. And also, what the heck?
What is the heck?
There was a drone like stuck inside the middle of the building. Like inside the wall.
Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah, no, that happens a lot. Not gonna lie. Don't know why it happens a lot, it just does. You know, like, what was your childhood game?
Mine?
Like, what game did you grow up with?
The game I grew up with, well, like war game or any kind?
Just like, just any game. Just like any type of game.
Well, I kind of grew up with like multiple types of games. I grew up with like Amnesia, some like the classic Resident Evils. I also grew up with Silent Hill a little. I only played like the first one. I also grew up with the Elder Scrolls series, specifically starting off with the second one, which I believe is Daggerfall, if my memory is correct.
I don't remember Daggerfall. I only remember Oblivion, Skyrim, and then yeah.
I also played Morrowind, so the game before Oblivion, I played that.
Yeah,
I played like
Oblivion's one of the most famous.
Yeah, it's Oblivion is the best of the series in my opinion. Despite the graphics, story-wise,
not even the graphics. I'm just gonna give it to Skyrim.
Graphics-wise, I will say Skyrim. Story-wise, like if you like pay attention, well, since I was fortunate enough to play Morrowind, I got somewhat of an idea. And also Daggerfall. I never played Arena. I want to do a gameplay of Arena. Which I will personally enjoy because that will be throwing back to the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up with games that came out in like the 1990s, 1980s. Some in the 70s. I'm kind of old school.
I remember I grew up with like Mario, just every Mario game you can possibly think of that was released on the Wii. Like Mario Kart, Mario Galaxy 1, Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario Brothers.
I played Super Mario Brothers on the Wii. It was fun.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the Wii U, to be honest. The Wii is
like the normal, like the older Wiis that came out in like I believe 2007 and something like that.
Oh, was it really 2007?
And the only purpose I use the Wii U is just for the older games and stuff, because I can't really get those systems. They're not available to me. So I usually just use it for that. But otherwise,
well, yeah, they're super old. No one wants to buy them, to be honest.
I would do it.
I mean, I do. I think they're fun.
Well, I'm saying, you know,
I played the very first Mario game that's on. What's called? It's on the Wii.
Didn't that come out in like 1980, like 3 or something? No, wait, no, not 19.
You're talking about like the 2D one or the 3D one?
The 2D one.
Like the first.
The 2D one, like the pixelated one. Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, back when graphics were like, ugh, like.
Yeah,
hey,
like,
no, graphics
you,
are
like,
not. That Mario was stupid fun. I don't know why I enjoyed that.
No, I mean like that Mario game was fun. Don't get me wrong. But what was annoying to me about it?
You couldn't even save your progress too. That's
that's what I hated.
That pissed me off. Like same with San Andreas. Like you can save your progress. Okay. That's what I hate about like old like PS2 and PS3 games. You can't autosave. It's just like you have to go to like those dumb save points and whatnot.
The
like,
PlayStation 4, thankfully, with some of the games now that you're able to do that. And I wish that feature was able in San Andreas because that would make the game so much better.
Like I remember, I have San Andreas for the PS4. I played it. I got like you know, I just played. I downloaded it. I played it a little. And I was like, okay, I'll get off. I get back on. It played the intro. And I just knew, like, oh crap! I remember you have to manually save in this game. It was just.
And that's not a luxury because that game came out. Oh yeah, here's another game I also grew up with. Saints Row.
What?
Saints Row.
Saints Row. Which one?
The second one.
Like all of them?
Second one.
After the third one, it got weird. It's just like you were the president.
First and second one are the best of the series. First and second one are the best. The second one is the best of all time, hands down.
After the third one, you start fighting aliens, like, as the president, and then, like, you go to hell. The
only one I understood, personally, was like, literally you, like, taking over Steelport and, like, avenging who we thought was dead, Johnny Gat. But he wasn't.
Yeah, no, Johnny Gat is in Saints Row, Gat out of hell.
And he is literally one of the main characters in the entire story.
Yeah, you play as Johnny Gat.
Or Keaton Kensington.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Her
who you've met from the previous 2 games.
Again, her voice lines piss me off. She's like, I'm like, yeah, very funny. Not
the only time I actually thought she was like actually somewhat funny was in the 3rd game of when you like. When you do the one where you take when you take the really big computer from the Deckers, the cutscene before that, I thought that was like really funny. I thought that was alright. No, I mean like because I mainly focused on what Pierce was doing between you and the boss. I mean between Pierce and your character, and I was just like, oh my god.
It's so stupidly funny.
Yeah, it's just like a weird mask thing, and I'm just like, and then he just whacks you with the penetrator, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It is the funniest thing in that game to me, in my opinion, from Saints Row the Third. Alright.
You know what? I'll give you that. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
From the third only, that is the funniest one. And I'm glad you're giving me that because that is... I mean, too bad this is live. Too bad it's live, because I would be very tempted to put it on screen, but I don't have the proper equipment to edit it in. Because if that was the case, dude, whoo man, people would be wondering why I'd be laughing at that. You would have to like know me a little bit. The scene
itself is pretty. The scene itself is interesting in its own way.
I mean, the fact that your character just gets like pissed off about it, like, really, man? What are you doing with your life?
One of the best things about Saints Row is the character customization. It's stupid,
they really
and I love
brushed
it.
up on it. They really did it better in the second one because they had my second favorite character. For some reason, the female voice lines since the second game are more well developed to me. Unless you go to male voice 2 in Saints Row 2, 3, and 4.
Again, like in Saints Row Re-Elected, it's just so stupid. It's just funny. It's like the funny kind of stupid, you know?
It's like stupid enough to where it's just at the point where you have to laugh at it.
It's just good. It's just good.
It's like watching a really good comedy show.
Yeah, it's like our god Tom Howard said. It just works.
Oh yeah. I bet you guys have never met a comedian.
It just works.
Completely, yeah. And if he would randomly see this video, Glacio, I'm very glad to meet you on that random 17.
I will admit, when I think back on some stuff, like, I know I'm very young still, but man, I feel old.
Dude, you have no room to talk. I'm the oldest one out of all of you.
I know that. I know. We both know that. We all three know that.
I mean, technically...
No need to brag, buddy.
I mean, technically, you guys could okay boomer me because I played with, if you would let me finish, Jamal.
You know, but boomers are people older than 30, so...
Yeah, but I played games with around the time where they came out. For them to be like childhood. Yeah. So I played those
Another
games.
thing is, boomers are also like people, like old people that just don't like technology. You know what I mean?
Not all the time. There are exceptions to every rule.
That's beating the 30-year-old rule, I guess. That's the exception.
Yeah,
like,
so...
people don't like technology.
Yeah. But, like, seriously, like... If anyone wants to... What is your best moment from a video game?
Oh, okay, I'll tell everyone my best moment. I was playing Skyrim, you know, just Skyrim, nothing too special,
okay,
just going down...
Let me ask this question. Which questline were you doing? If you were.
No, that's the thing, I wasn't doing any questlines, I was just traveling the world of Skyrim.
Oh, you were just, like, exploring.
And, yeah, I got mugged, but I don't know if this was glitch or just coincidence. I got mugged, the person ran away, and then a dragon picked him up and just launched him. And I remember it vividly too. And I just kind of stood there in awe. I didn't even try fighting the dragon. I just kind of sat there.
Do you wish you had it on video?
You know, it was a meme. It was meme material.
Oh man, when karma hits.
What's it called? I think of my best moment. So, I don't know. Mine might have switched because I was just playing Generation Zero yesterday, with another friend. So
Tristan,
there's a new glitch. That game is very buggy, first of all. So we like to do the bugs, me and my friend Tristan, Luke's friend too. So what's it called? We were on these bikes, and that's the only vehicle you can spawn in that game.
Tristan is like the king of breaking games. Okay, out of all my friends, he is the king of it.
And on the left, on your left side, if you get off the bike, it launches you depending on how tall the object you're standing next to is.
And you will like appear on the roof.
Yeah, I ended up getting launched super high.
Wait, so do you die?
Fell off the
No,
roof.
you survive. You live. Just as long as you have enough HP.
Like, I ended up falling off the roof. It was great.
And you died, didn't you?
That
Almost.
is...
I was at 1 HP, literally.
It took like...
I don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, don't worry. Just like don't play with Tristan and you'll be okay. Just play with me and Austin. We'll survive tomorrow.
that sums it up. Just don't play with Tristan, please.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't play with Tristan.
Yeah. But for my moment, I'm gonna go all the way back to the first ever Resident Evil game. Alright?
Oh no. I don't like where this is going immediately.
I told you I'm a horror guy. I'm a horror gamer. I play horror.
Yeah, I know.
Which is sad because I only have no horror games in my whole list on PlayStation 4. Which is really sad. That's what's really sad about this. That's the greatest tragedy. Tragedy.
Just because we're on a podcast don't mean you have to talk fast, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I don't want you to try too hard.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be doing that on the raid in this game. Anyway, my best moment, and it's actually an iconic moment in all of gaming.
Uh-huh.
The first one where you round the corner and you see whether you play as Chris or Jill, it happens the same.
Really?
Yeah.
The first one, right?
Yeah, the first ever one that came out in 1996.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, I had to check. Okay.
Yeah, I was born 4 years after this, so... Tristan was only born 3 years.
I want to hear the story.
Despite the graphics, the memory is still ingrained in my mind.
It's vivid.
Yes, I remember it like the stream that we did a couple days ago.
Uh-huh. What happened? So wait, what happened?
When you round the corner and it's I think it's eating Kenneth. I believe, if my memory is correct. Someone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong.
Someone in the comments remind. Yes,
correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's Kenneth. I don't remember his last name. I only know him as Kenneth. And he's the zombie is chewing on his neck area. And
that makes me cringe.
Yeah, I know. He turns around and looks at you slowly. And I'm like, oh shit.
You know what, now
that's about
you're
to get
explaining
real.
that, I can understand that, yeah. That sounds awesome. Awesome, what
and
about
this
you?
was 3 weeks after I got through playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Oh no.
No.
Honestly, just
Hey,
my brain will not allow me.
Welcome to the podcast. It's pretty much a podcast if you're seeing this.
But not a lot of things scare me, to be honest.
Joe?
I mean, I don't know.
I can give
I
you
like
that
scary
awesome.
games and all, but
Okay, I did not
not a
understand
whole
what
lot
that said.
scares me.
What happened in the comments?
Telesto? I believe?
Telesto.
Why are you saying a Destiny 2 weapon? I'm sorry, I know.
Oh no.
For real, why is he saying Telesto?
Okay, well,
I may have misheard that. I may have
person.
misheard what he said. I may have misheard what Maul said.
May I give a shout out to this person? I'm not gonna say their actual name because, why would I do that? That's evil.
Oh, you know them personally?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Carlo Spicy Wiener, and his comment is, "Hey Mao, hey Maul,
Gay.
Who's Joe? Who's Joe? Gay? Okay.
Joe. Oh no.
Who's Joe? Hey, wait, hold on. Spicy whatever Wiener. Can you tell me who Joe is, please, in the comments?
I mean, I had a half brother named Joe, but
Joe Mama? What?
no.
What's a Joe Mama?
Okay, I set myself up for that joke, didn't I?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah.
You kind of did.
My second. Okay, I forgot to mention this. That was in the top.
Joe Dick is small.
Of course, that was going to happen. It was a dick joke. It was a dick joke.
Wait, hold on. I need to see. I need to see. Who's Joe? I did. Oh man, it's not. Okay, let's do this. So continue. Sorry. I
It
was
was in like
invested
my
in that
top
comment.
10 memories of gaming. My second memory, this is in chronological order, by the way. Like,
Oh, okay, that's
perfect
good.
order
That's
from
good.
1 to 10. My other one is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Nemesis? I don't
Yes,
remember
and
that
they're
game for some
remastering
reason.
it, by the way, and I plan to do a playthrough of that too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and that was the first
I
ever
don't
Resident
know.
Evil game I played. So,
I don't know why I literally just my brain won't let me allow my brain won't allow me to remember Nemesis.
I've played it, and I'm going to play it on the hard. I'm gonna like try to, if they're gonna do it like exactly how they made it in like 1999, then I'm gonna have to like get reoriented. But if they did it like they did with Resident Evil 2 Resident Evil 2 Remastered, then I should be okay. Relatively.
Relatively. Relatively.
I say
don't know,
relatively because I really don't know my strengths anymore. If it was like on computer, I'd be perfectly fine. And I know this for a fact because I played all those games on computer. I was originally a computer guy. I was originally computer, then I was PlayStation, then I went to Xbox, then I went back to PlayStation. So that's how.
I don't know why I can't.
I mean, I also
can't
did.
play the old.
Ah, God.
I can't play the old Resident Evil games for some reason.
For me, it's like going down.
I don't like those.
Hey.
Those make me nauseous. I'm gonna be honest. Those make me super nauseous.
I mean, at least you're not like me and Tristan's friend Ethan. Also, shout out Ethan.
Ethan.
I'm not saying his full name. I'm not saying his last name. I'm not.
Ethan J. the Joms Jr. I don't know. The third.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, at the end of this podcast, I'll tell you, like, I'll just tell you this now. Wait, was that another comment? Huh. Wow.
Huh.
No.
No.
That was it? Huh?
Huh?
Okay, I can hear it, and I don't know what that is supposed to be saying.
I lost count, okay? I lost count.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, back to my Resident Evil 3 Nemesis memory, it's when Carlos Oliveira heals Jill.
I was sent here by one of you. You know who you are.
You son of a...
I don't even know what it said, but okay.
I know. I think I know who it is now. I think I know who it is. That's
Wait, what's the comment?
I am all the Jedi.
All the Jedi. Okay.
Oh yeah, well I'm all the Sith.
I'm waiting for that comment. I'm honestly waiting for what they say now.
Wait a second. I know who I am? I don't know who that is, though, because I sent a lot of people to watch this live stream of Podcast Lane.
Do it.
Another comment said, do it.
do it. But I can't. That's not the Jedi way.
Wow. Yeah, so basically, if you didn't pay attention to the story of Resident Evil from like the older games, Jamal?
Which I just kind of played the game, but yeah.
Basically, it doesn't completely remove the stuff from Jill. It just makes her have an immunity to it. Like, you have an immunity to an illness.
Boo. Cheap. Cheap.
You find this out more specifically in Resident Evil 5. Fluffy hair?
I don't know, like when zombie apocalypse stuff does, like, you know, immunity, it's just kind of cheap.
The only one that I can actually see be, like, realistic is Left 4 Dead 1. Like the green
Who's
blue.
Fluffy Hair?
Who is Fluffy Hair?
Oh, I know who Fluffy Hair is. Haha, that's funny. Not funny, didn't laugh.
My name is Rex. You know who I am, Fluffy Hair.
Okay, you don't have to call me Fluffy Hair.
What's that?
And 2 was a good movie.
It's a long.
Oh yeah, that was, yeah, my niece Lily would be a better person to talk about with this, because she's like obsessed with zombie apocalypse stuff. Okay? like full on.
Zombieland 2 was a good movie. Was Carlos Spicy? My name is Rex. You know who I am, Fluffy. Okay, I get. Wait, what? Okay.
You
okay,
just read
sure,
that comment
sure.
out again for the third time. I'm just saying this now.
I know. Carlos Spicy Wiener. Zombieland 1 is obviously the better movie. So don't even try. Okay, amigo.
Another classic
Okay, sorry,
movie. Okay, if you want to go to a classic zombie movie,
I wanna watch Zombieland 2
Okay, sure.
really bad.
I mean,
Are
if
there
you
more
won't,
comments?
I ain't gonna stop you. But
Wait, what?
they said they want to watch the movie like really, really bad.
I love the OG Zombieland.
I mean, I only watched like the first 30 minutes of the first one. So I kind of like.
What stopped you from watching the other 30 minutes?
Yeah, well, it's me you're talking about here. What do you expect?
You know what? Fair enough. I'm impatient when I watch some movies.
My favorite. Well, now we're going to talk about movies since this guy was. Well, your friend here.
Yeah, let's just.
Since we're on the subject of movies, my favorite movie is Freddy vs. Jason.
Rex as in the 501st Battalion.
Like Jason movies.
Who is the non-deep
Freddy
voiced
versus
one
Jason?
fluffy hair?
I think he's talking about me. My name is Luke.
Who's the non-deep voice? Which? It's Luke. It's Luke.
The non.
But he's not from school. This is a podcast.
I'm from
not
an
a
entirely
real-life
different
cast.
time zone. I'm from the central time zone of the U.S.
Unknown world called.
Sup,
Where
Luke?
do you live again?
Louisiana.
Sup?
Or Louisiana.
Oh, that place. Plaza.
Yeah.
Plaza, my
Yeah.
favorite place. Dude, what's wrong with Laza? Laza's like the best.
You know what's better than Laza though?
Maza.
Damn
Laza?
it! Stole it from me, son of a bitch. You stole it.
Funny. Funny.
It sucks when people
Fun.
know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it does. Sup, Luke? Fuck. Okay, that's great.
Father
I
thinks
like
let me swear.
the immediate response. Fuck.
It does let me swear.
Let me swear. Yeah, we were both. Yes, you are correct. It does let you swear. Don't let that get to your head though.
Yeah, just as long as you don't make any facetious comments that will offend anybody.
Like, don't say, and I'm not gonna say it.
It's a banned word.
Because I
It's a
remember the
banned.
fir-
It's banned.
I remember the
we
first
should,
thing
we should
you
all
told us.
know. We should all know what's bad to other people. We should all know.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everyone is fine with the word.
Bro, don't even bring it up. Shut up.
It's forbidden.
Get
I'm
lynched.
sorry.
It's forbidden.
Forbidden. How forbidden, you say? Very forbidden.
It is like banned.
Like, so forbidden? It is so forbidden, the word forbidden has been forbidden.
Yeah, pretty much. And that guy is pretty much like, why am I here?
Both people are probably just like, why am I here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have anything.
Oh, Bloodborne's gotten a lot easier, Jamal.
Very lose your mind.
What's that supposed to mean?
What did they say?
I was talking to Austin when he said, what was that supposed to mean about Bloodborne? Because earlier,
Bloodborne
before we
is,
started the podcast, you were screaming like a little bitch.
No, I really wasn't.
Yeah, sure,
He was
tell
like,
the people at home
No.
that. Hey man, he
Man,
wasn't as
sure.
bad as me because Austin should remember from earlier how I
Oh
just
my
legit
God.
just
You sounded, man, you
I
sounded
got-
like a rat getting like traumatized or something in the laboratory. Like, God,
Dude, I just
like,
got
man,
up.
it sounded like you wanted to kill yourself. I swear.
Dude, I swear. I just got up, like, after, like, I screamed and stuff, I just got up super calmly, I put my headset down, I just walked outside. I don't know why. Like my brain was just like, "You're walking outside." I'm like, "I'm walking outside." So
How could you not beat the brick guy? He's super easy.
I don't know why. I don't.
Oh, that's actually kind of sad. Well, since I've never played Bloodborne, I have no room to talk, so I'm gonna let you two go at it.
Bloodborne was free for a while.
Well,
So
as I said earlier, from when you guys first met me, I am one of the last people to find out about everything.
You know what? Fair enough. Say it with me. Yoda, I must.
Yeah. The sad thing is that, like, literally, like, 5 of my closest friends are, like, all weebs.
Oh, damn.
And I'm the one who doesn't watch it. Like, watch any of the stuff that they talk about. So I'm like, I'm confused. What are you talking about? They have to, like, literally explain the plot and spoil it for me to understand what they're talking about.
I don't feel comfortable around weebs. They make me nauseous.
Well, there's Tristan, Sylvester, Ethan. Austin, you know who the particular Tristan I'm talking about. The name that may have slipped was Sylvester.
Oh damn, that's kind of sus. Not gonna lie.
I mean, he is the funniest Canadian I've ever met.
I've seen funnier. I'm joking.
Well, you probably
Zombieland. Zombieland 2, more like Zombieland. Boo.
Okay, what is y'all's favorite horror movie of all time?
Oh, Summer. Hands down.